Welcome to News from Within, the weekly podcast from the Alternative Information Center. I'm Tanya Kepler, and joining me today is Nassar Ibrahim, the policy analyst at the Alternative Information Center. Hello, Nassar. I'm here to talk to you today about the indirect negotiations that are resuming between Israel and Palestine. Can you please tell us why the negotiations stopped 2 years ago?
Firstly, the negotiation between the Palestinian side and the Israeli side has historically, since they started since years, has all the time problems, because they were all the time under the pressure of the Israeli condition, which lead this negotiation to haven't any result. But before 2 years, almost direct negotiation between the Palestinian and the Israeli stopped in light the war on Gaza. And when the Palestinian side, they saw that this negotiation haven't any result, and they didn't move forward in order to achieve the peace between the Palestinian and the Israeli. But under the pressure of the aggression war against Gaza and the destruction which happened there, and the reaction of the Palestinian people and the peoples in the Arab world, the Palestinian side, they find themselves in front only one choice, to stop this negotiation, because it's impossible through the war to continue the negotiation, which give cover for the Israeli war against the Palestinian people in Gaza. In light of that, the negotiation, the direct negotiation and indirect also in that time, stopped in order to concentrate on what's going on Gaza. This was the reasons behind the stopping of the negotiation between the two sides.
At the beginning of the month of May, representatives from the Palestinian Authority and Israel met with George Mitchell in Washington, D.C. to re-begin the indirect negotiations. What caused them to continue?
I think here we must be a little bit to open the discussion widely. When the PA stopped the negotiation with Israel and light the war on Gaza, they didn't mean by that they are stopping the negotiation forever, because the strategy of the PA, it is and still to achieve the peace through the negotiation. And this is their new approach, or this is the approach of the PA. But many events happened during the last 2 years, which pushed many parties to push for to continue the negotiation between the Palestinian and the Israeli, especially the American administration of Barack Obama. Because the main target, despite all the talking of Barack Obama, he will push the peace process, he will put all the efforts in order to to end the conflict between the Palestinian side and to build based on two-state solution. And that was clear in some way in his speech in Cairo University in 2009, I think, or before that, in order to face the catastrophic results which happened during the Bush administration. For that, he put as a priority to continue the peace process on the Palestinian and Israeli situation. But the reaction of the Israeli government, who led by Netanyahu, also they faced the Barack Obama approach with refusing to give any prize for the Palestinian political prize. And that was clear on Netanyahu government policy, when he concentrated that he is ready to continue the negotiation with the Palestinian without any precondition. But he brought many principles to this negotiation. For example, the question of the refugee must resolve out of Israel. Jerusalem will be the capital of Israel forever. The other thing, he is not ready to stop the settlement building in the West Bank in Jerusalem, and he asked the Palestinians to recognize Israel as a Jewish state and to disarm the resistance movement.
And what do you think might be the output of direct negotiations once they finally begin?
You know that the sides who are sharing and encouraging the indirect negotiation and maybe the direct negotiation after a few time, what they are doing is crisis management, I can say. They are not running for real negotiation. And from my perspective, I don't believe and I don't think there will be real deep output from this negotiation, because the conditions which this negotiation come through it didn't change, and the will of the Israeli side didn't change, and the role of the American and the European and the Quarter who are responding this negotiation, it doesn't change. For that, only they are putting more pressure on the Palestinian. Then the question, if the Israeli government are not ready to talk based on the international law and to implement the UN resolution to end the conflict, for example, to withdraw for the border 1967, to dismantle the settlement, to recognize the right of the Palestinian in Jerusalem, then about what we are negotiating? Just to remove some checkpoints or to keep the aid flow to the Palestinian? This is the ceiling of the negotiation. Meanwhile, the approach, and the sides who are responding the peace process, they are not evaluating this peace process since which it started until now, to see where is the lessons, where is the difficulties, where is the obstacles, and then to move in order to face it. I don't believe the output will be different from what we witnessed in the last 15 years ago. We are repeating the same, and we are falling again and again in the trap of the negotiation for negotiation, just that. And the hot issues will not be touched, and that means the peace process is not going on. It seems it's going on, but it doesn't touch the main topic, the main issues, which mean really to end the occupation as a first condition, and to respect the international law and the UN resolution in order to build what they are saying, viable Palestinian state based on two-state solution. What they are doing on the ground is destroying this possibility, because there is no Palestinian state with settlements in Maali Adumim, Gilo, Atzion, and Jerusalem is all the day. And now, during the indirect negotiation, Netanyahu announced he will continue to build in East Jerusalem, and they will build garden in Al Bustan neighborhood, and in Al Sheikh Jarrah they are continuing their garden. Where is the international community from that? What they are doing in order to say to Israel, if you need peace, you must pay the price. They are concentrating again and again that the entrance for the peace process is the security. And this is wrong approach. The security is the output of the peace process, not the entrance for the peace process. Because meanwhile there is occupation, there will be resistance. Based on that, I don't think and I don't believe that negotiation, despite its indirect or direct, based on these circumstances and conditions, it will not. And meanwhile, the European and the responding powers moving on the same level, they are not saying stop for the Israeli side and pay the price of the peace process will continue to be just negotiation. That's it.
Thank you very much, Nassar. Again, I'm Tanya Kepler with News from Within. If you're interested in more analysis from Nassar Ibrahim, please check his blog and the AIC website. Thank you.